people, how you guys doing? This is Life with Queenie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good midnight. Yeah, wherever you are, I give you the good that you deserve. All right. On this channel, if you're new here, well, this is Life with Quinette, and on this channel we talk everything personal development and positive mindset. Of course, we'll infuse it with some kind of lifestyle stuff, and then maybe reviews once in a while. All right, so if it's something you can relate with, I want you to keep staying here, keep up coming for content. All right, thank you very much. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so very much for coming back. I am you know how we roll, and I will always say I love you very, very much. All right, thank you. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to apologize to you guys again. It is not my thing to start up something and then disappear into the blues and then jump out and say I'm sorry. I don't like that. It's not part of my training. All right, but this YouTube thing, Jesus Christ, this YouTube thing has put me in that place where it has tried to box me, but I'm not gonna be boxed. That's the truth. All right, so I'm going to tell you a little story before I get into the topic for today. The last time I told you guys I had a mic issue, and because of that I couldn't continue creating content because I'm still using my phone, my dear. I just started, so I don't have that kind of kudi for now. So I told you guys that I had to get a new mic. Of course, the last video I used my new mic to do that, but you cannot believe it. This new mic that I got, of course, the first one I got from Jumia. This one I got from a local store in my city, in Aba. My dear, I just used the mic once. So then I wanted to use it again. I now discovered that the mouth of it, let me even show you this thing so it doesn't look as if I'm trying to run someone. So this is the mic. This is the mic. Can you see it? This is the mic. So, and this is supposed to be the adapter, I guess. You put it on the phone and then use this to clip on your dress. This thing that I just bought. So if I clip this thing will pull out. Can you see it? And when it pulls out, it's useless because the phone cannot receive the signal. So you make a video and it still goes back to the same way that when you're using your phone, because ordinarily when you are using a mic, what happens is that once you remove the adapter, the sound will not come out. So you need the sound. You need what am I saying? Yes, you need to like mute, go back to your file for it to start. That's how. I don't know whether it's because of my camera, but that's how I've seen it here. So, but this one is that once I tap on the video and I want to watch it, will start speaking, and the volume will be that of the phone camera. So that was discouraging. I don't know how I'm going to buy 2 mics in a space of 2 months. What is that? So I called the mic vendor that I picked, the what is it called, the microphone from his shop, and he told me, okay, don't worry. That was in the night because I wanted to film and I discovered that he had a fault. So I called the guy immediately and he said in the morning he'll call me back to tell me if there's something that could be done. 1 week don't pass, 1 week plus, I didn't hear from anybody. And I'm so upset because I don't want a situation where I'll go to his shop and then I would be like, how much? Even if it's 1 naira, this is 11,000 something. That's what I bought it from the guy. Only for me to use it once and it developed faults. And I need to pick money for road now. Okay, so that's actually the challenge that I've been going through. And then of course as we resumed, and I'm just trying to tidy up my work so that I wouldn't be the one that my supervisor was asking, is it that you're not coming back or something? All right, so these are the major challenges, but then we've overcome that. All right, I've not picked a new mic though. I'm using the mic in my listen. So pardon me if you feel it is still low, it is not of quality. I will still see if I can pick a new one, or that one could be repaired. I wouldn't know. I'm not experienced in mic issues, but let's just say it was unfortunate that it happened. All right. So actually today, I wanted to talk about discipline. It's something that affects everyone. It affects the small, the not very small, the teenager. It affects every single person. Even the old, the very old. It affects them. And one of the things that people fail to understand is that people will say, yes, I was trained by very disciplined parents. And I want to announce to you today that you are trained by a very, very disciplined by very disciplined parents. Wouldn't make you a disciplined person if you choose not to be disciplined. I don't know if I made sense. Okay, ordinarily when you're growing, you're told you're waking up by this time, especially you went to a private school where you have to wake up very, very early, to meet up. Yes, because someone is waking you up, right? That's why you're waking up, because if they leave you, you wake up. Do you understand? Now, you're going to school because is a responsibility to take you to school early. Is a responsibility to make sure that you do your homework. It is also, So when you're in secondary school, they check up on you. The school will give you a regimented life, like from school to hostel to prep to sleeping to going to the dining, and just like so you have a regimented life. But that ordinarily will not make you a very disciplined person. I hope I made my point clear. All right. So discipline is something that you cannot run away with. Discipline is simply that. Let me quote Mike Tyson's definition of what discipline. I think that's the best the definition I've heard so far. He said discipline is doing those things you hate. That's discipline. Doing those things you hate. The ability to do those things that you hate. It means that you're not doing them because you like them, but it is because you must do them. All right? So and a life without discipline is like a sheep without is it a rudder or a radar? That's compass that directs the sheep on which way to go. So assuming there is no discipline, the sheep can go into anywhere. All right? So but there's a compass that shows that, okay, this place will not be good for just sail in the middle. And people think you just put sheep and it will go. No, there's a compass for it to move. And that's how a human life should be. You should come to that place where you know exactly what you want to do at the time you want to do it, in the way you want to do it, and how you want to end it. That's discipline. And those things that you want to do must not be things that are enjoyable. And I'm going to give you tips on how to become a very, very disciplined person. All right? The first one is planning. Hey, do you know when we say planning, you cannot but plan. If you don't plan this life, you will be planless forever. They say he that fails to plan to do what? To lose. So you must learn to plan. Like plan your life. You must not be like a robot, all right? But at least say, okay, in the morning by 5, by 6, I should be doing this. By 7, I should be out of the house. By 8, just make a plan. Even if it doesn't actually fall in the way, you have allotted time to wait. But at least you have things that you want to accomplish that day. That's discipline. All right? And let me tell you, assuming you're watching this video and not a disciplined person, don't be hard on yourself. Don't try to change everything overnight. It's not going to be possible. So you're going to take it one step at a time. One step at a time until you get there. Let's say that the problem you have is waking up early. Let's just say it is waking up very early. All right? And you have, lots and lots of activities in that day. All right? So, and you're looking for a way to, like sharp, do the things you have to do. You can even do it before time. But how would you start it? You have to start early. You must start early. So you're going to teach yourself how to start to do things early. Let's say I want to be praying by 6 on the dot. 6 a.m. on the dot. Now you're trying to, you have planned to 6, you say 7, 1 hour after, I should be out of the door. If you're a mother, you're going for school runs. If you're a single person, you have something you want to do. Even if you're not going out, but there's just something you want to do in the house. Okay? Now you can start during the weekend to say, this is how my weekend is going to be. You give it a plan. You plan towards it. All right? So what actually happens is that by the time you can use the alarm to, get started. But by the time you perfect it, see that there's no need for alarm, because once it's that time, you're out of that bed. All right? So you start, let me give you a trick. Start on a weekend. Don't start on a weekday. Assuming you are not a very, a planless person, and not just start a weekend in your life. Like YouTubers will say, start on a Saturday. I say, okay, I want to wake up by 6. I want to have fellowship with God between 6 and maybe 6:30. I want to, by 7 o'clock, I should be, you give yourself a little time in between. By 7 o'clock, I should be doing my laundry. By 8 o'clock, I should be through with my laundry, or 9 o'clock, I should be cooking or doing something or cleaning up and all that. But, but let it be that particular Saturday, you have things you want to do. And you were able to achieve it. If you do and achieve it at the end of the day, you'll be happy you did. Then next weekend, you start before you jump into the weekday. That's the trick. All right? And then when it is 6, let's say you're using your alarm, and when it is 6, please, sis, bros, don't lie on the bed and just stay there and say, now wow, why they go say, why I know they go job, I know they go do anything, I know today is Saturday, make I just rest. The temptation will be there. So what do? Pull up your body. I know, like a log of wood, be pulling it, pull it until you get there. Then you kneel down and you start praying. Don't kneel down and start sleeping. No. If you do and succeed, the confidence will come. That's how to be disciplined. Planning, very, very important. The second one is reason. Why are you doing it? Why do you want to be disciplined? Why do you think it is important to be disciplined? Because, your brain will give you 1001 reasons why you don't need to be disciplined. Your brain will give you 1001 reason why Okeke is not praying. Okafor does not plan his life and is still working. Mbeke is, so several things will happen that will give you 1000. So don't even bother. So you must have a reason. What is your reason? Your reason, because I don't want to be whiling away my time. I don't want to useless my time. At the end of the day, I'm like, what did I do? I was just sleeping or fiddling with my phone. Or there are times, time will come for that. I mean, even if you want to just lousy around in the house and all that, it is still part of the deal. But we're saying, if you want to be more productive, if you want to be successful, there is need for you to tweak what you do. Look at how you want to do it and get better and productive at what you're doing. All right? Now, if you have a reason, that will be the push. That will be, that will be the reason for your not relenting, for you accepting that, hey, I got to do what I got to do. Because there's a reason. Let's say that you're a student and you've been failing your exams, and you just told yourself that, it's not as if I am dull, it's not as if I'm not bright, it's just that I am not disciplined, it's just that I'm living an undisciplined life. All right? Is that a reason? Is that reason good enough? Yes, it is. So it means that you have come to realize that, hey, I am not doing very well. It's not because those people are better than me. It is just because they prioritize their time over what is important to them. All right? So what do? You start thinking, how do I go about it? How do I do and get it better? Plan. Then the second one, reason. And that will be the motivating factor. So the second one, hey, let me call again. So please, if you're watching me right now and you're yet to subscribe, thank you very much. I'm begging you, please subscribe. Encourage this channel. Subscribe, tap the notification button, and then thumbs up, like. Thank you, and God bless you. Please share my videos to your friends, your family members, to even your enemies. That's if you have, because it's not important, right? So that should be the third one. Third one is research, my dear. The research, you cannot take it away. Someone say, it's because you're into academics. It's not true. Research about everything. Okay, today we have tons and tons of information all over the world. So research about what you want to do, what you don't know, what you don't understand. Don't be a mediocre. Don't just stay there. You know, let me tell you, discipline is a call for success. A disciplined life is a life that will be successful. It is the truth. It is the truth. A disciplined life is doing those things that you hate as if you love them. So you cannot but do research. You cannot but read books. You know, when we talk about research, you read books, you listen to podcasts, you go for tutorials, you pay for, just do it. It will improve on you. Do you know what it means? Like, maybe because I don't want this to be long, I would have told you a story about how I went for a course, an online course. It was not related to what I was doing. And by the time I was done, I was like, Jesus Christ. The kind of knowledge that I got, you cannot take it away from me. It is there. Make research about what you want to do, about how you want to do it. You will get the information. All right? So that should be the fourth one. The fourth one is responsibility. Be responsible. Be responsible. Don't push and say, if they had trained me to be disciplined, I would have been this. It's not true. You owe yourself the success that you deserve. Be responsible. Take responsibility of things. I want to do this. I want to do that. And remember, I will always say, don't take responsibility because you want validation. That is a wrong one. You're not trying to help yourself. All right? Take responsibility for every of your action. Do things that you're supposed to do at the time you ought to do them. If you're a student, read when you're supposed to read. Do the assignments when you're supposed to do the assignments. If you are on a job, do what you're supposed to do to get your promotion. If you are one that is an entrepreneur, give yourself, because the discipline, you can say between so year and so year, I'm going to be here. And you will work it out. Why? Because you know that the secret to this success is your ability to be responsible for the things you're doing, for the things you want to do, for the things you will do. That's what it means. The next one is reward. This place sweet me die. Is reward. Is where you reward yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Reward yourself. Like, girl, you did it. Let's say it was school, and you discipline yourself to sit down and read and understand what you have read, and then go for an exam, do the exam, and come out. Baby girl, do you know what it means to make an A? You just see they're like, we did it. We did it. And it will put some feathers, put some springs on your step, like when you're walking, who they breathe. All right, so don't reward. Like, you take baby girl out, solo dates. You sit down, order, eat, and like people don't understand, and you take a walk. Then the last one, I would have put reward as last, but it's okay. The last one is repetition. you want to be disciplined. You want to be disciplined. Repeat those things you had done. Repeat it over and over again. You will discover that, my dear, it becomes part and parcel of it. As in, you're no longer struggling. You're not struggling again. You can wake up where you want to wake up. You can do this way you can do that, Your life will become a more organized life. Don't be somebody that, after maybe 5 years or 10 years, 20 years down the line, like, look at all the things I would have achieved. I didn't do it. I didn't do that. It doesn't make sense, my dear. All right. Thank you so very much. I'm so glad I'm back here. For all my new subscribers. Yeah, it is Shelle here. It is Shelle. If you want where it's Shellering, come over to this side. Thank you so very much. I'm grateful. I'm happy that we're back together. God bless you. Bye for now. Remember to subscribe. Bye.